Okay, everybody, this is going to be a quick what came to my door today. And it was a really cool day for stuff. My last big hurrah before I got to start making huge knife sales. This came from Knife Ship Free. We'll look at that one first since we got the big box out. Oh, yeah. Oh, Southern Grind. If you're on Facebook, you already know what this is. But I'm going to show it to you anyways real quick. Just have you have a quick look at this. Oh, man, look at this thing. This is the natural G10. Oh, my gosh. Tanto Bad Monkey. This thing. Something else. Oh, wow. I've been waiting to get this one, but I'm going to tell you the story later. But it came today. Just a cool knife. I can't wait to get into it and show you guys more of this one later. But that came. That was pretty cool. And I got a cool, sweet deal on that, which I'll tell you about later. I can't tell you about it now because then I'll run out of video time later. Oh, the cushions give me problems. Alright. Now this was a deal that I got off of the Blade Forum. This is a crazy deal. I can't tell you the crazy deal. But just let me tell you, it was a crazy deal. You could probably go over there and find it, so it's not that big of a secret. Alright, so this guy was selling, oh man, selling this. Let's see here. Hinderer half track. Oh, wow. And I guess it wasn't selling fast enough, or he wanted it to sell super fast. So this was a great deal for the price he had it at. And then he just chunked in this nice user serrated mini grip. This is a cool knife. I have a couple mini grips, and I just like them. I probably end up selling this one just to give me a little reprieve on what I paid for this. But anyways, if I end up selling this one for what I'd like to get for it, and add it to this is going to be about half price of what you get them for new. And that's insane. Just insane what he wanted. So I jumped on that. I was actually the second buyer in a row in the deal, and the first guy fell through. So I really lucked out on that one. So that was pretty cool. Alright, man, this video is going by quick. So what came to my door stuff isn't going to cut it for video length. Alright, you put that away. Okay, how about I tell you guys a story? It's a story, it's a sad story that has a sad middle and an angry middle, and there's a horrible half Mexican giant in the middle of it, and he's angry and screaming, and, well, he's not screaming probably, but maybe he's screaming in his head. Alright, here's the deal. This is a Lynn Thompson Voyager by Cold Steel CTS XHP steel. Just an awesome knife. Super grippy and rippy. Great knife if you like that kind of thing, and I do. So, what happened, I was talking to a buddy of mine, John, and he was saying that a lot of the boxes for these are supposed to be signed. In fact, he was showing me an ad, I think, and he said, well, look, they're coming in signed. And this was from Midway. Now, I love Midway. I've spent so much money at Midway. They should have like a jimmy/sale every once in a while. I've spent a bunch of money over there. So, my box that I had on mine wasn't signed. And supposedly they're all supposed to be signed. Well, I got in contact with Midway and I said, hey, look. Now, I have the actual chat on that I saved. I actually copied the chat, printed it out and stuff. Just so I'd have a copy of it in case something went sideways. So I said, hey, look, I really want the signed box by Lynn Thompson. The Lynn Thompson signed box would be really cool. If I buy this knife, do y'all have the signed box? The lady in the chat, she said, yeah. You buy this knife, you get the signed box. And so I asked her one more time. I said, that's great. Let me just make sure. Let me ask you one more time. So if I order this right now, you're going to grab me a signed box. She said, again, if you buy this knife today, you will get a signed box with it. So, to make money for the signed box one, I sold my other one, which was perfect, like new condition, I think I carried it twice. So maybe it's excellent condition. Excellent condition, Lynn Thompson, Voyager Vaquero. I sold it to my buddy. And there was about a $15 difference between that and the signed box. 15, 20, something like that. Probably about 15. I'm going to say 15 just to make it where I'm not as huge as a victim as I'm going to make myself out to be. All right, so it was like a $15 difference. Went ahead, got the money from him, turned around, bought my knife from Midway that was supposedly signed. I felt good about it. I was willing to pay $15 for a Lynn Thompson box, and I was cool with that. Of course, you're probably guessing by now, the box shows up. Here's the one that showed up. And you turn over. Nowhere there's Lynn Thompson on here. So I was kind of upset, because now I had the same knife I had the week before, except I got paid $15 to have it this week. I rented it for $15. So I got in touch with Midway, and they said, "Oh, well, they're supposed to be signed. Let me go look in the warehouse and see why they're not signed." And so she comes back to me and says, "Oh, none of them are signed. We're going to have to send our whole inventory back to get them signed." So I was really upset. And it wasn't upset because it was $15. It was just, I was upset because I felt like I'd been dismissed. Just like, "Okay, see you later. We're sorry." I said, "Look, I have it right here. Y'all said you had it. You said twice you had it. What's going on?" And they said, "Well, you can return it. We'll send you a return slip." And that's not the point, because at that point, I'm still out the money that I'm out of Vaquero. I sold it to my buddy. I don't have the Vaquero anymore, which is what I wanted, which is not where I was the week before. She said, "What we can do is you can return it and just wait for the sign box." So I could have done that. But that's not what I wanted to do. They'd already burned me once on the sign thing. And the problem was that Midway has done this to me a couple times this year. On their ad, they say one thing, they sell you a different thing. Like, I had this one ZT, it's supposed to be LMAX. I think it ended up being S35VN. I didn't want to buy an S35VN knife. I wanted to buy the LMAX knife. Another one was 4116. I think it was supposed to be BD1. That's not what I wanted. But they were always, "Oh, we're sorry. Yeah, our ad is messed up. Send it back." Well, sending it back isn't sending it back. And it's not a big deal, but it's still boxing it up, slapping a label on it, and driving it over to the UPS store. Not cool. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it's still an aggravation because of their ad. And they've never offered to do anything extra, which I'm not looking for. I'm just looking for, hey, we're offering it. I probably wouldn't take it, something extra for free like that. I just want somebody to recognize, hey, we messed up. And they have, but it's never like we're going to make it better. It's just we're going to make it go away kind of thing. But I keep going to Midway. I have a ton of stuff from Midway, and I keep doing it. This one really upset me because they really just kind of blew me off. So I sent an email. "Man, hey, what's going on? This is kind of ridiculous. I spent this much money this year. This is the third or fourth time y'all have done this to me. And all I get is, oh, we're sorry. Send it back. Here's your 3 options. Send it back. Keep it. Send it back in 2 months or a month or so." And it just didn't seem. All they had to say was, "Hey, here's a $10 gift certificate." Out of the thousands of bucks I spent over there, all they had to say was, "Here's a $10 gift certificate." I just wanted to feel, and I know it's selfish, and I know it's kind of vanity and whiny of me, but I just wanted to feel like a valuable customer for once over there, just because of what they'd done before, and they didn't do it. So, long story short, I've been stewing. I had this thing in a box and still in the original package, just sitting over waiting. I didn't want to take it out. Kind of mopey and whiny about it to myself. I didn't really whine to anybody else. I think I told a couple people, but there was a lot more whining going on in my head than I actually, showed or let anybody share with me. But it was just kind of in my craw. I hadn't ordered anything from Midway since then, and it just kind of let it get to me. Anyways, today, I get a phone call from Midway. "Hey, we contacted Cold Steel for you. And they're more than willing to ship you a box with Lynn Thompson's signature. Boom, there you go. Me and Midway are friends again. We're probably going out drinking this weekend. And I just had a happy ending to kind of it's a little thing. I know there are people out there that are sick. There are people out there that lost everything in the floods and in the hurricanes and whatever. And I'm not putting that on that kind of level. I'm just telling you kind of a little story about me being a whiner and a complainer and wanting a little bit more. But Midway made it okay. So everybody, it's free. It's okay to go back to Midway and do your thing. I'm going back to Midway. I'll be waiting on their clearance stuff. Just like always. I think that's it. That was my story for the day. Lynn Thompson coming through, bringing me a signature box. I think him and Andrew Dimko are going to drive it down themselves in a souped up Humvee, jacked up like Gravedigger. That's all I can ask for, right? Something pretty cool is going to happen this morning. I'm supposed to meet a sub at the door. He's going to give me something to review and to sell. Well, that's going to be cool. I get to meet somebody else. Okay, get over to Facebook. Cool stuff going on. Y'all are missing out. If you're on Facebook and you're not on our Facebook, then you're missing out on some cool conversations and some really cool people. Some excellent giveaways. And just a really cool place to talk about guns and meet some people that, I know it sounds weird, but they kind of care. And it's weird. It's kind of carrying the whole PIF idea. And they really keep it alive over there. Pretty cool. And good deals on knives and stuff. It's just pretty cool over there. I think that's it. Got through all my stuff. Little Southern Grind, Bad Monkey. Very happy about that. Kind of happy about the grip. Super happy about the half track there. And this was just one of those things that kind of adds to a good day. Knowing that they took care of that and I don't have to be whiny anymore about it. Okay, I guess I'll talk to y'all later.
Everything. Okay, I'll talk. Then this was horrible. I never felt so bad in my entire life.
I'm beginning to like this kid, Mom.